all starts in your mind. Learn from brilliant minds around the world to turn your life into a magical experience and become an epic creator, transforming from professional magician to filmmaker and entrepreneur. Here's your host, Jennifer S. Royal.
Hi, this is Jennifer, and welcome back to a new single episode of the Pure Mind Magic podcast. Today, with a topic I think about a lot lately: how to work less and achieve more. That can seem really counterintuitive because most of us are grown up with the thinking that if you want to achieve more, you just have to do more, work more. But obviously there is a ceiling that you will hit because there are only 24 hours in a day and you can't expand that any further by yourself. And when you think about really successful people in the world, those are not the people that are working hard daily with their body and mind. They are more the people that have the big ideas, visions, and then communicate those to a team who helps them to accomplish all of that. So once in a book I read, and I will never forget that if hard work would make you rich, it would be waiters and people helping with the dentist that are the most successful and richest people in the world. But obviously they are not. So there must be another strategy or method behind it. And my business coach really reminds me every time, and she said last time in our session that whenever I have an idea now, I have to ask myself if this is working hard or working smart. And the interesting thing is that during Christmas, and I mentioned that in another episode, I read a very good business book, and I have interviewed the author now, so this will be the next episode, by the way. And again, she's also a multi-millionaire, self-made, and she told me the same, that she's working like 2 or 3 hours a day, and she's accomplishing all this massive success. So more and more my mind adapts to this new pattern and principle that there is another way to have success and still enjoy your life without having to work day in and day out. So I had really heavy periods last year where I had like 25 open projects at the same time, and I was constantly just working day and night and also weekends. And I mean, during this pandemic phase, it was okay. So I was just focusing on the work because there wasn't so much you could do anyways. But now it seems like things are changing and you can travel again and everything seems to get better and a kind back to normal. So I would like to make some adjustments here and change my business strategies to have my time back to be able to travel and to create films in different locations around the world and not just being in Munich all the time working with film clients just here locally and in Europe. So let me know what you think about this and how your thoughts are on working hard, working smart. I think when you work less, you definitely have more energy because you're not so exhausted all the time. You have definitely more creativity because when you are working in the creative field, you know it takes time to come up with really new ideas and to see connection between things. And also you need time to think what you want, what kind of projects and how you would like your day to unfold on a daily basis. And also you have more productivity when you are working less, because we all know that it is impossible for a human to just sit down and work 8 hours without a break. It's just not working. Or at least you don't create really successful results with that, because you can't hold the energy and the focus for that long of a time period. So I think there are huge benefits when you are able to make this shift and really access your mind in a different way to get like your full potential out of it by working less and really having this time to calm down and think and create, instead of being just trapped in the doing mode and working for clients, getting results for them, getting back with them, changing small things, and always being interrupted in the thinking process you are on, maybe to create something that is more passive or kind of a product. So in this episode, I thought I'm gonna take 7 tips for you how you can actually accomplish the thing of working less and achieve more with it. Before I share all these tips I gathered for you, I wanted to introduce that now finally I made it with all the procrastination and created my first Skillshare course. So I'm on Skillshare all the time, and I mentioned this before that I'm really into online courses and really believe in them. So I learned a lot, and I think I'm on Skillshare daily looking for new classes, and I have so many hours watch time there and learned so much. So I thought it would be a good idea to have my own course here. Again, something that is more a passive asset. And I was thinking a lot what the first course could be, and we all know there is a learning curve, so I just wanted to start somewhere to build it from there, and found that there's a real problem I also had last year, that when you are super creative and working a lot, it's tough to fall asleep at night and get a good quality of sleep. And then the problem the next day is that you are lacking energy, lacking productivity, you can't focus, it's easier to get distracted and also to be stressed out when something happens. So I thought this might be a good idea to just start there, and I brought together all the tips and tools I experimented with last year to fall asleep faster when you are an entrepreneur, when you are a creative. And you can find the course, it's not that long, and it also includes a sleep meditation in the link below in this episode. So when you are familiar with Skillshare, you know that when you do have a premium account already, you can just watch the course. And if you don't, you can use my link that gets you directly to the course, and you have a full month free of just looking around Skillshare, maybe looking into my course and other classes, and you can cancel it anytime during this 30-day trial. I think this can really help you with a big shift because the content on Skillshare is amazing, and I hope my course on how to sleep better also provides great value. So again, if you would like to check this out, you find the link in the show notes. But now let's dive into my tips for you how you can just work less, enjoy your life more, and still create great results for your business and your life and everything else that is important to you. So number 1 is delegate or outsource. And I'm sure you heard this many times over before, but sure, this is the point. So this is a way how you can buy back your time or multiply yourself. So when you have 8 hours in a day and you just hire 10 other people with 8 hours, you can do the math. So you get like 80 more hours in the day, depending on what you would like to get done. And I think it's very nice that there are different time periods. So probably when you're sleeping, people still continue working on your project and getting it ready until you get up in the morning. So I think this is super amazing. And it's not only for business, so for your personal life, there is the option of having a personal trainer, and it's definitely different when you have, I know from experience, because then you have this meeting and you have to show up. So you can't say you're not in the mood, not motivated, weather is bad, whatever. You know this person is waiting for you and you are paying for this, so you will show up. And also, of course, getting some help at home will buy you back time that you can use, on the other hand, to do something that is more effective and really gets you the results you are looking for. So this is number 1. Then number 2 is to concentrate on high impact work. So this kind of goes on here. And you know what that means. That means you look for things you can do that have a maximum effect or leverage effect when you do them. So not just small tasks that don't take you anywhere, or maybe just replying to emails or something similar. This is things like what brings you big clients, big projects, like writing a book or creating an online course or whatever it might be for you. So it's also a good idea to do those tasks that have the highest impact right in the morning, so that they really have this priority and get done for sure before something else gets into the way. So think about that and maybe analyze a bit of your day, what you can do, what has the highest impact. And when you are an influencer or content creator, maybe this is creating something for your channels. And then just start with that when you have this fresh idea and fresh energy in the morning before other things are happening. What we all know they will over the course of a day. Now, number 3 is batch your tasks. And this concept gets known more and more. It means you just look for similar activities and tasks and bring them together, so that you don't have to think about it every time you start again. And I like to do that like Monday is my topic research day, and Tuesday is my producing day, and Wednesday is client outreach, and so on. So I just give a topic to each day and then work along that. But of course, when you are recording, it makes sense to put that all into one day, whether it's video or audio. And also, when you are publishing, it makes sense that you split days of where you write books or create books, when you publish them, and so on. So you get the idea. This can really help you to get this momentum and really get a lot of things done, because you're then just in the flow and it's easy to tackle them all down. Tip number 4 is your to-do list. Reduce your to-do list to only 3 things a day. I think this is very tough for me as well, because I was always known for having this never-ending to-do list. And it's just no good feeling in the evening when you look at the list and there are still 3 items you didn't cross. So it doesn't make you good, and it goes then from one day to another and it adds up. So maximum limit is have 3 things for the day you would like to accomplish, and that's it, no more. So this is a training to get there, and also again you have to decide here what is really important and what is not. Number 5 is about starting to create momentum. And what that means is that very often in our mind we make things harder than they really are, and motivation comes when we start doing things. It's again the gym example here. So when you are already on the way to the gym and you are there, it's really easy to get the workout done. So even when you just have in your mind decided that you are doing a 10-minute workout, when you're there, it's easy to do an hour, because you're just there and you are already training, so it's easy. And it's the same for business tasks. When you first started, then it's easier to stay with it and to just do it. But you have to start, and this is the magic here. Just start the process and the motivation will come within 20 minutes, and then you are onto something. So try it. We have number 6, and that is work in 90-minute blocks. You all know that most movies go around 90 minutes, and I mentioned this on the show before, that it's said that a business meeting should also be limited to 90 minutes, because afterwards there's nothing new coming out of the meeting and it's not going anywhere. And with work, it's also a time where you can be really focused and productive. And it's easier for your brain when you know it's just this 90-minute period, and then you have a break and you can do something you enjoy. So there's a reward for you in this when you keep going for 90 minutes. And 90 minutes is doable, definitely. So it helps when you have a few of this 90-minute blocks a day. So, I mean, in the ideal case, it would be maybe just 2. So then you would work just a few hours a day. So this is the ultimate goal, but getting there, this is definitely a great strategy that can help. And then the final tip here is to focus more on managing your energy instead of managing your time. It's a thing, we can't really manage our time, so we don't own it, it passes by anyways, but we kind of can manage our energy. So we know when we have these peak states, when we feel good. So I just love working at night, still do. Might be better to get up at 5 a.m., but it's just not my time. And I know this and know when I'm super creative, and I also know when there's kind of a low energy at the beginning of the afternoon, so that I do my best to do simple tasks where I don't have to think so much, or simply outsourcing things in this time period and really do the great things that move the needle in these spots of the day where I have my highest energy. And obviously you can manipulate your energy a bit by working out in the morning, having more energy, getting your body ready for the day, and also of course by food and nutrition and maybe even supplements that help you to get in a very good state and maintain this energy for a productive day. So there you have it. Those are my 7 tips that could help you on the path to working less and still achieving more by having help from other people, outsourcing, restructuring your day, and prioritizing tasks that really impact the things you would like to do. Yeah, that's it. So play around with it, and you can let me know in the comments what you like, and maybe you have some additional tips what you do to stay productive and get the best results without burning out on the way to it. And again, if you want, check out my first Skillshare course, How You Can Sleep Better. You find this in the show notes. And as mentioned, the next episode will be with my mysterious author of this mysterious book I read over Christmas that is all about business and all about scaling your business. So very interesting thing coming up. For now, that's all. I wish you all a successful week. Talk to you soon. Until then, create some magic